Hey guys, this is a little channel update vlog thing. Sorry if it comes off as a little awkward. I've never really done this very much, so this is kind of a new thing for me. But I want to talk about a milestone, give you guys a little update on the current status of this channel, give you a little advice, and maybe introduce a new idea for a show that we can do. Maybe? I don't know. First things first, I broke 1,000 subscribers, which I did not really expect to happen, especially not at the beginning. This is I'm psyched about this. It took less than a year. Obviously some people have way more success than that, but I know so many channels that have been doing this longer than me that have a fraction of what I have at this point, and I really want to thank you guys. You guys have been a great audience so far. I've been doing this since 2011, not this channel specifically, but I've been doing Let's Plays since 2011. I have another channel called The Sad Games I do with another friend of mine, and I've been blown away by comparison that, like, videos on this channel do better. They get better views, they get more likes, more interaction, we get to talk back and forth more. You guys seem to actually follow my stuff and care about watching it, and it's really, I feel much more encouraged by this audience than I ever have on YouTube. And I can't help but say, like, this is, like, I would not be doing this without you guys, and I would not be, especially not putting out videos at the scale that I am right now, if you guys weren't constantly encouraging me and making me feel like this is, like, something worth doing. Because, frankly, if I was doing this, like, a year later, like I am right now, and I was still getting, like, 10 views or less per video, and just no growth was happening, and it felt dead, I just wouldn't do it, because it's a lot of work, and... like, it's a lot of work. Like, take the amount of time I spend recording, and then double that just for editing it, and then add another, I guess, triple that, because you also have to render it, and then upload it. And, like, the amount of time that goes into each video, whether I'm actively involved or not, just the time management even, is a nightmare sometimes. So, this takes some work, and I would not be doing it if I didn't feel like it was going somewhere, and if I didn't feel like it was, like, something that people were enjoying, and I was getting something back for it, and it was kind of a nice experience, because... if I was just talking into the void and no one was hearing me, then I would just turn off the microphone, because that's a sane thing to do. But anyway, thank you guys. Obviously, this video is late. I'm at like I'm almost at 1,100 subscribers now, so I've had almost 10% growth past the milestone I was talking about, because I just haven't mustered up the moment, the courage or whatever to just go ahead and just acknowledge this, I guess. Aside from that, I want to say, I've been putting out a lot of videos lately, way more per day and more minutes per video than I've ever done on this channel before. I've been doing, for the longest time I did one video per day, for like 6 months probably, maybe longer. I started doing 2 videos per day a few months back, started doing 3 videos per day relatively recently, and even doing 2 videos per game per day sometimes. And I'm about to ramp up to 4 videos per day if my plan and my management figures, if I can figure it out properly, and that's because I just have things that I have games I want to finish in a relatively near time frame before I get totally overwhelmed by new releases and stuff like that. So, I want to give you guys a little bit of advice, and that is, I guess this is a PSA of sorts. YouTube has a feature called Watch Later that you may or may not know of. Basically, when you're on the home page of YouTube or the subscription page of YouTube, when you highlight the thumbnail of a video, a little clock shows up in the bottom right corner of the thumbnail. If you click that clock, it gets added to a playlist called Watch Later. If you're currently in a video, and my videos are pretty long, so that's entirely possible, and you don't have time to finish it, you can click Watch Later there too. And what happens is it gets added to a playlist called Watch Later. You'll see it in the left sidebar all the time when you're on YouTube. It's just sitting there. And that's a playlist that can have up to 200, I think it can have up to 200 videos in it. It will save those videos for you, so you can keep track of videos and you can set them aside for later. And that's an entirely reasonable thing to do if you're trying to actively follow my channel, but you're getting overwhelmed by my increased video output that's happening right now. I do not see this increased video output as being a permanent thing. At some point, I will probably go back down to 2 videos per day, but this high output period is because of the relatively insane release schedule that happens at the end of every year. So the rest of the year is more mellow, and I get to take things at my own pace. But right now, I kind of have to play these new games while they're new if I'm going to bother playing them at all. Whereas older games can happen whenever, and that's what I'll go back to playing older games soon. Maybe Shadow of the Colossus or XCOM or Demon Souls again, or Dragon Age 2 after Inquisition and Origins are out. Maybe, I don't know. I have ideas. I have so many ideas. But yeah, if you are overwhelmed by the videos that I'm putting out, you could always prioritize one series or two series and ignore the other ones. So you could be like, I'm going to watch all the Lords of the Fallen videos and all the Legend of Grimrock videos that come out, because those are the new games. And then you can hit the little watch later icon on Hyrule Warriors and Dragon Age as they come out if you want to. And you can come back to those later when you have more time. It's totally reasonable. In fact, YouTube even does a cool thing where if you're in the middle of a really long video and you want to keep your place, it's usually pretty good at storing your place, at least for a week or two. So you can stop a half-an-hour video, come back later in your Watch Later playlist, and it will actually usually start you where you left off, which is pretty cool. So there are tools in place if you want to manage the just the sheer amount of videos I'm putting out and you don't want to keep up with them right now, but you do have the intention to watch them later. That's an option, so go for that. Just a little bit of advice. As far as an update on how things are going right now, I have a number of shows going on right now. I have Lords of the Fallen, Legend of Grimrock, Dragon Age Origins, Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and Hyrule Warriors. So I'll give you a bit of information about how these are going to play out. You may have noticed I did a 2-a-day video strategy for a little while. That'll probably be my standard approach to brand new games. I think when a new game comes out, it's good to ramp up the production a little bit so people are more likely to choose to watch them on your channel, and it gives you guys more content to consume while you're more hyped about the new release. So I think that was a good touch. But Legend of Grimrock spent about a week and a half at 2-a-day, and now it's back down to 1-a-day, because that's just a sane pace for me to keep. And Lords of the Fallen has been 2-a-day for about a week, and it's probably about to go down to 1-a-day too. And that's because my new schedule I'm planning on having, starting today or tomorrow, is I want to have one Lords of the Fallen video, one Legend of Grimrock video, one Hyrule Warriors video, and one Dragon Age Origins video every day. And they'll all be probably about half an hour of each. Hyrule Warriors are probably about 20-25 minutes because the missions are shorter. Dragon Age Origins will probably be a bit longer at 40 to 50 minutes or even an hour, just because it's a long game and it goes relatively slow, and I'm trying to get it done before Inquisition comes out. Once one of these games finishes, I'll go back down to 3-a-day. 4-a-day is an insane pace that I cannot maintain, so do not expect this to be a long-term thing. And I'm sorry if the videos feel spammy, but I'm trying to get through certain things because that's the nature of my channel. I play Western RPGs and stuff like that a lot, and the games are kind of long, so it's hard to get through these games. Lords of the Fallen will be done soon. There's not a lot of game left. I know that for a fact because I've been playing it. Hyrule Warriors has like about a week of episodes left. So Hyrule Warriors and Lords of the Fallen will both be done soon, and once one of them's done, we'll be down to 3-a-day because nothing will take its place. And once both of them are done, I may choose to slip in, depending on the timing, it'll either be Inquisition time, and I'll just be playing Dragon Age Inquisition, or I may bring back Drakengard 3 to fill the slot and continue on at 3-a-day for a while, because Drakengard 3 is not a series I want to leave as an abandoned thing. It's just it hasn't had videos recently because I just kind of got sidetracked. I found a natural stopping point at the end of branch A of the story, but there's several DLC packs and a lot of alternate branches of the story that are actually part of the main campaign, despite the fact that they seem like alternate endings. There's actually a whole lot of main story left, so I want to bring back Drakengard 3, but not until after Lords of the Fallen and Hyrule at the very least are done. Maybe Dragon Age also. Dragon Age Origins, let's see. I'm going to be doing all of the mandatory missions, probably not much side content because the game is absolutely massive and I'm trying to finish it before Dragon Age Inquisition comes out. Once Inquisition is out, that playthrough will be much more explorative. You'll notice when you're watching watching me play Dark Souls or Lords of the Fallen and Legend of Grimrock, I'm much more explorative and I'm trying to find everything and get all I can out of the game. That's how Inquisition will be played too, don't worry. I'm only kind of rushing Dragon Age Origins because I'm trying to finish it before Inquisition comes out so it doesn't get left hanging indefinitely, because I probably won't play 2 Dragon Age games at a time. If by some stroke of luck I finish Dragon Age Origins early, I may play Dragon Age Awakening, the expansion, or one of the smaller DLC packs, whatever I think I have time for. You'll probably see a Dragon Age, if things go as according to plan, you'll probably see a Dragon Age video every day until Inquisition comes out, and then you'll continue to see a Dragon Age video every day, but there'll be Dragon Age Inquisition videos, and I really hope that game's good, because this will be a bummer if all this builds up to a game that's just a disappointment. Anyway, that was There, see, that was my little channel update. That was my PSA or sorts about the watch later feature. Seriously, use the watch later feature. I use that feature so much because I watch a lot of high output channels and I can't keep up with all their shit, but you can just watch it later. But you have a checklist basically of what to watch later. And you can remove it manually and it's really easy. And there's even like there's even a button you can press that says remove all videos I've watched, which you have to be careful with because if you watched any part of the video, it will be removed. But if you know for a fact that you've finished every video that you started watching on that playlist, then it's a handy way of removing everything all at once. Once again, thanks for the massive subscriber boost and everything. So I think the last thing I want to do, and that's why this video seems so long, even though I seem done with my... Oh wait, no, that's not what I'm not done yet. Sorry. My new show idea. I wanted to do, like, I've been responding to all of your guys' comments lately. Or not lately, all the time, but there's just been way more comments than ever before lately. And I've been responding to them and we have conversations. It gets back and back. Like, you guys seem to enjoy the fact that we have a back and forth. And I want to take that a step further. So, if you've made it this far in this video, I guess you're one of my engaged fans for sure. So, feel free to ask me questions if you want to. In sort of like a, I don't know, I guess we could imagine it being like a, vlog response videos to like a Reddit AMA, Ask Me Anything AMA, Ask Me Anything is what that means. Basically, if you want to ask me a question in this video, I may make a video to answer that question. I don't know how frequently, if it'll be like every few days or every week, every other week, whenever I feel like it, I have no idea. But if you want to ask me questions directly about video games or college life or weird questions about advice or taste in games or opinions on... I don't fucking know, honestly. If you have questions, though, for an AMA style thing, feel free to ask them. Just don't get super deeply, almost creepily personal about things that you would not reasonably ask a person in normal life. But otherwise, yeah, feel free to ask a question. I may make a video singling out your question, and I'll set it to like gameplay footage or something, because I don't like talking into cameras. I don't mind being on film, I just don't like the idea of staring at a camera and talking at it. It makes me uncomfortable and actually makes it harder for me to talk. But, yeah, ask me a question, I may make a video out of your question, and that sounds like it'd be a fun way to have a little back and forth and keep you guys engaged and, you know, just have a good time with that stuff and make you feel like, just make it even more clear that I am, you know, reading everything you guys write. And maybe if there's a little more question answering, it'll feel a little more like a person, and sometimes the really mean comments won't have... I don't know. Fucking, this is getting too far in that direction. Anyway, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about, so once again, thanks for being really, really interactive. Like, you guys leave lots of comments and likes, and I feel appreciated when I make videos, and that's great. I told you guys the new schedule, told you about the new show idea, told you about Watch Later, so all that's left is a dumb little thing that I want to do here, is I would like to just read a bunch of my top fans, basically, and I don't have a good way of organizing this. I haven't kept a list or anything, but this is my top fans list according to YouTube, at least. So it's sort of sorted from best to worst, and I guess. And I'll just read the first page because I'm not going to read 1,100 people. If you're super engaged in this channel and interacting a lot, and you don't get read on this list, either competition's really fierce, which would be flattering for me to be for sure. Or you might have privacy settings that disable people seeing who you're subscribed to, which I think will also disable me from seeing it. But anyway, first things first, our first person is Fate/StayNightFanatic, who used to have a different username like a week ago, but changed. Hell, I've certainly noticed you every day commenting on everything. This one's hard to... Soznywa? I don't know. SOZNY capital W. is right up there. CW666, The Beast, Wolverine Miner, Icarus Falls, Ballot Boxer, who stands out to me a little bit because every time I go to any Dark Souls video on the internet, I see a Ballot Boxer comment there, which is kind of amusing to me. Drago Dragon, TCA467685, Malko in a Pocket. By the way, if I mispronounce some of these, sorry, but there's some really strange usernames right here. Not that this one's strange, this one's just going to be the Japanese one, but there's some really strange ones coming up, I know. Ishida Chosokabe, John Messina, Dirty Harry Incorporated, Pito Hui, Radiant Gaming, Dor Sabari, Raycos 371, juxtapose with a weird spelling, GXUPTOSAE. I think that's I think it's supposed to say juxtapose misspelled. I don't know. Lag I Death or Laggy Death. Michael Rill, Fearless, Charles Smith, Majeknovik, it's MJ Techno Viking 44, Mr. Arcanoide, Deanna Ulrich, Chippy, Jerry Blomster, Puffin McSkittles, Brian Thompson, Aaron Brown, Miles Vilpando, I think, Server Castan, Jordy Castelvi, Newbie 560, Russ Longmere, Elias Ide, Dark Mage 30,000? Yeah, that's how many circles there are. How many zeros there are. Necros Gur, Undying Indigo, Bert Lowe, Caglayan Kayan, okay, Kathy Barrington Smith. I'd highlight that one to read the rest of it, is why I paused for a moment. Thomas Fisher, Miss Just T, Vilola de Grace, Angelo Dirks, Aaronator 1212, Hedge Knight Matt, Good Boy Gone Bad, Tyler Holt, and SJ Mack. There's more. Oh, and of course, Jordy Jordan. Hello, Jordy Jordan. I see you. I don't know if you're watching this. Fuck it. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching. I said hello at the end of a video instead of goodbye because I'm stupid. I'm just an irredeemably dumb person. It's just my problem. It's how I got a degree. Don't go to school, kids. It only makes things worse. Thanks for watching, like always. Likes, comments, subscribes, all that stuff makes it, that's great. You guys already do it without me even asking about it. It's amazing because it makes it feel like I'm actually doing something here. I'm just rambling now. This video's over. Feel free to ask a question in the description for potential video, I guess. And now you guys know what's going on with this channel. Hopefully things work out and I can sort out all the crazy scheduling. I don't know what gameplay you guys are watching, but it's not relevant. It's just playing because I don't like talking into cameras. Goodbye. I love you.